Thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, we've got Gordon. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull, and it's Jokic in at the 4-man position. Passes it to Gordon. To the left side wing. Shoots from the baseline, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Bull, following the score by Josh Richardson. And Murray, here we go.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. The pass to Jokic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. Kicks it to Bull. 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. They get it again. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Doncic outside. Fires from 14. And it's Dallas with another.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Puts it up from 12, and Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 6 points. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 2. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
You got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Cauley-Stein. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Richardson up top. He's covered by Murray. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. It doesn't go for him. And Denver the other way now. Gordon with no one around. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Nelly is checked in for Cauley Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Dozier. Pass to Barton. The feed to Millsap. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead, leading by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the threesome. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Now here's Brunson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Misses the three. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here's Morris for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dozier. From past the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Brunson kicks to Powell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a rare turnover. Just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Now here's Barton. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. McGee, the pass to Barton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brunson against Barton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
A different look for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Maxi Kleber. That free throw good from Barton. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Hardaway from outside. Melli, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Dozier. Baseline J on the way, and it comes off the front of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient, will take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Barton kicks to Dozier. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Runs from the pass to Finney Smith. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Pass to Jokic. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Murray surveying the D. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Cauley-Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Murray, the pass to Bull. He kicks to Porter. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Bull's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. Here's Bull. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. And all right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce, he's always in attack. Can he stand up again? And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the 2-guard. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets leading by 6. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Jokic. Takes a 3. And it's Jamal Murray with the 3. Murray's got 7 points.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Offensive rebound. He gets that one.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
The pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up, and Barton throws it down.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Melly is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Josh Richardson. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Charity stripe shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Here's Millsap. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Millsap's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Runs in the pass to Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now, Powell, a terrific option in the pick and roll, knows to slash and finish.
A 3 from Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Brunson. Here's Powell. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. And it's McGee penetrating. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Monte Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Brunson. Got a piece of it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside for Murray. Pass to Rivers. Dishes it to Millsap. He's off from 17 feet. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
He's still filling out that frame, but the greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
for three, Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray out there with Rivers. Then there's Bull. And there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Gordon laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Looking to end his cold spell. Stein dishes to Doncic. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Murray against Doncic. Now, here's Bull. D right on him. Basket counts. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Didn't think that was going to go in.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Pass to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
The three for Doncic. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Doncic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Very rarely do you see Doncic out of rhythm with his jump shots, even off the dribble. His accuracy is too good.
Murray right side. Shoots over Doncic. Here's Jokic. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Richardson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Porzingis. Left block shot on the way. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Stein.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Passes it to Porzingis. Feeds to Stein. And he banks in the layup. Stein's got 6 in the quarter.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You gotta feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Bull's got rebound number 8 now on the night. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Gordon kicks to Rivers. And Jokic throws it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. His three-pointers off the mark.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jamal Murray.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't,
everyone was surprised.
Murray, the pass to Rivers. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Doncic, no good. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
So the Nuggets win it. They didn't make it easy on. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now, here's Bull. Murray, the pass to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. And the wide-open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. The rebound by Paul George. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And good that time.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's Porter on the pass to Jokic. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Off target with his three. Jokic against Morris. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. To the inside, Leonard. Whistle blows, basketed. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
And George drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 points so far. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. He's got 8. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nuggets trail. Morris looking over the floor. Barton trying to get open. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Rondo. And no good. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Dozier can't get it to go. LA's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Leonard with the steal. Here's Mann. Kicks to Rondo. Mann passes to Leonard. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
Stolen by Zubac. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Paul George, Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Beverly looking around. Over in the corner, Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, you know, you go back to when Cousins was drafted, and there were some that questioned his attitude, but lately, I don't think that's the case anymore.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gordon's checked in for Barton, and it's Jamal Murray in for Morris.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
The Clippers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Beverly. A miss that time would have put him up. For Denver, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Teardrop shot, a nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Cousins, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Boy, that time Cousins got his man in the air and was able to draw the contact. Good play by him.
The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Both teams will make substitutions. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Outside Porter from the arc. Bull kicks to Porter. They get it back. Here's Millsap. Ibaka with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Barton. The deep three from George. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
George with the bucket.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Gordon against Leonard. Gordon the pass to Bull. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Morris with plenty of space. Misses off the right iron. And here's the break. Porter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic has got 12 points in the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Campazzo. Porter. And Porter putting it right back in. And now it's a three-point Denver lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And here's George for three. That one's not going to go. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Bull. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Count that one.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And here's George. He has 5. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 8.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. 4 on the clock. For 3. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Murray outside. Outside Gordon. To the paint. Here's Bol. And the layup falls. Bol's got his first basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Outside Jackson. The dish to Ibaka. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Will Barton. The Clippers also making some changes. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Leonard. Jackson trying to break free. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Gordon. Here's Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Morris outside. The pass to Barton. From downtown. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A nice shot by Dozier.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Beverly finds Kennard. For the lead. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Clippers trail by 4. Now Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Batum, good on the shot.
Nice job at keeping his balance despite getting hit. Batum, solid at staying in control of his shot.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Here's Porter. Unable to get that one. That will count. No good that time. It's all tied in Denver. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Morris is out there with Ibaka. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the small forward. From 7, a nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nuggets. The Clippers trail. Everly with the ball. At the top of the key, Cousins. Over Morris. Millsap grabs the miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
A nice shot by Dozier.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Clippers trail by 4. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Up top, Zubac.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Dozier. Drains the three-pointer. Dozier's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Barton against George to end the run. And then George with the jams.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Jokic against Morris. Shot left block. And he can't bank that one in. Clippers trail by 7. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. 9 points for Paul George.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. And the Clippers call time here. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Murray, good.
Cannot let Murray get comfortable with that jump shot, guys. I mean, his stroke is as pure as it gets.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Fires for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 7 rebounds in the game. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
Murray surveying the D. He kicks the Bull. Back to Murray. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
A minute 20 left in the game. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Murray against Jackson. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Ibaka. And Denver again with the bucket.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Jackson kicks to George. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count it!
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Zubats. Passes to Gordon. Murray outside. Back to Gordon. Porter kicks to Murray. Outside Porter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers ball.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's George for 3. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game in the The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. Now Barton after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Jokic with the bucket.
Big man powering to the rack. Doesn't happen much in the league anymore, but Jokic is showing us why it's still effective. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Here's Murray after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Bull with it. Shakes him. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic is big. Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Murray. Here's Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up and finished off by Porter.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Outside Covington. A shot by Lillard, wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now, here's Nurkic. Jokic grabs the miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Murray against Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his second bucket. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the team. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Giles kicks to Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Out to the right wing. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Murray against Lillard. Pass to Giles. Here's McCollum on the money from 12 feet away.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Jones. Lobs it up for Anthony. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
Morris right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. It's his first trip to the line.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. The Nuggets on top, leading by a point. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
I know that when the main guy usually...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Portland, C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Anthony. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the wing, Jones. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. And the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Pass to Millsap. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Morris into the lane. Millsap dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to McGee. Anthony on the double team. McGee's shot is off. Portland leading. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Millsap. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Stolen by McCollum. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Powell. Wing shot on the way. Rebounded by McGee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Austin Rivers in for Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 3. Dozier passes to Morris. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Morris looking over the floor. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland leading by 3. Lobs it up for Cantor. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates.
Here's Dozier, guarded by Powell, and the wide open shot from Green. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Damian Lillard's checked in for McCollum.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic draws the double. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from McGee.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Now here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Portland again missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Barton kicks to McGee. Back to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Cantor finds Jones. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rocket 6 to the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. Murray against Lillard. Murray dishes to Barton. Murray the pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Lillard. Foul for 3. He can't get it to go. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Will Barton, then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the point. Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. McCollum no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Covington. Michael Porter making his last shot. Here's McCollum. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on Bull.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get in one opportunities.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in. They throw good. McCollum. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
That one goes in. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Inside, here's Jokic, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Here is Lillard. And the shot goes in.
Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Murray against Lillard. Pass to Bull. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Here's Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Bull wide open. He shoots, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. It's Bull, top of the key. And the dunk by Bull.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Covington in the corner. Off target from outside. McCollum against Porter. Passes it to Murray. Here's Jokic. Lets it fly from 18. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Nugget lead. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Now I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Morris into the lane.
Great defensive effort from Nurkic. Does not make that shot easy one bit.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And now we've got the intentional foul. Denver making a switch here. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside. Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Gordon. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lillard left side. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Nurkic. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Covington dishes to Lillard. Tries again. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Morris passes to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Well, Millsap completely fools the defense there and gets hit as a result on the shot.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard from deep three-point land. Lillard again missing.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
So both teams changing it up here.
Morris at the line for 2.
And Morris drops them both.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles is checked in. Pass to Barton. Jokic with it. The layup off target. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can stop.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Giants. No good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Murray kicks to Barton. Outside Porter. Back to Barton. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Down by 12. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Porter outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
Look at their number of assists. You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and and he came up with a ton of rebounds. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Back to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Jacks up a three, but they'll get another chance. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jokic. Damian Lillard pulls it in. There's the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again for the challenge.
So we see Denver get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And let's...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Cauley Stein, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. The 3 ball. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Richardson outside, and that one good. And here is Murray. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Murray against Doncic. The shot from the low post is good.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now, here's Bull. And it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Doncic against Murray. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Cauley Stein. Doncic has got his second basket of the game. Murray with it. There's the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 4-point game. Passes it to Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. Outside for Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Michael Porter. Here's Doncic. There's 1:54 left in the first. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Richardson outside. To the paint. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Morris outside. Fires the three. Outside for Murray. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Inside. Back to Porzingis. Lets it fly. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
Here's Morris. Porzingis with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Offensive rebound. Back to Cauley Stein. Brunson with a clean look. Gets a very good look and converts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Jokic. Left side, Gordon. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running on the wing, Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Knocked away. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Pass to Brunson. Back to Kleber. Shoots the 3. Kept alive. Marjanovic kicks to Kleber. Bangs home the trifecta. Kleber's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Barton. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. From the stripe. Powell, the pass to Kleber. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Barton right side. There's the steal. Here's Brunson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Brunson's got his second basket.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
It's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now the pass to Hardaway. Powell against Millsap. Powell kicks to Brunson. Hardaway with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor. And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Shot clock at 6. Hardaway from outside. Offensive rebound Mavericks. After Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Powell. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And you look for why they keep giving up buckets here, and their boxing out, or lack of boxing out, is really hurting them.
Murray against Powell. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Brunson. Stolen by McGee. The finish. And it's McGee with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Brunson, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now here's Hardaway. For the three. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic is leading. And that does it for our half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the 1. The Nuggets trail by 10. The 3. Jokic inside, guarded by Porzingis. Murray for 3. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Dallas, no good that time either.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And the dunk by Bol.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Doncic with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Murray against Doncic. Shoots. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Murray outside. No good with the triple.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Doncic, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver, trailing by 10. That's the free fly. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And they pick up 2. Murray's got 8 points.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets, a high percentage shooter down low.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 12. Lets it go from deep. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
For 3, Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Three-pointer. And again, Denver with the triple.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Offensive rebound. Murray surveying the D from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Doncic passes to Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 7. For 3, Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Dallas has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Dallas again missing. There's Porter with the 3. The shot that time not on target. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Nuggets trail by 7. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Millsap kicks to McGee. Just 5 to shoot. Morris into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mavericks leading by 5. Now Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Now Powell. The pass to Brunson. That 3 off the mark. Denver shooting 41% for the game. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And the Mavericks with possession here. At one point, they led by 16. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Brunson against Morris. 6 to shoot. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
The Mavericks leading. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Got it. Good job in the low post. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Passes to Brunson. Fires from deep. Morris with the block. Brunson, no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Out to Morris. To the inside. Millsap dishes to McGee, and he makes that one.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hardaway for three. It's good from long range. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Barton outside, feeds it to Millsap. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shoots from 12, and it's Dallas with another.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
And here's Morris for 3. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Marjanovic. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And the free throw, no good. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 5 on the clock. Doncic, no good. For Denver, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. And it's Doncic missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
From deep three-point range. And it goes down!
He did it! Yeah. No, he didn't!
For 3, Murray. That shot off the mark. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Some good. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Welcome to the
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Bol. Porter is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jackson in at point guard. Now here is George. Pass to Leonard. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And a wide open look for Porter. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Now the Clippers moving it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And George drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Passes it to Jokic. From the high post. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Now here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Cousins. And stolen by Bull. Barton wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Offline with his 3. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Barton throws it down.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jackson against Murray. Kicks it to Bull. That one drops for him.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Jackson looking it over. He dishes it to Ibaka. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for the Clippers. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to McGee. Now Morris. From downtown, Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Here's Cousins. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Count that one.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
1:04 left to play in the first. George from deep three-point land, and it's off from three-point range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right side Leonard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Morris, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. There's the triple. Denver grabs the miss.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Down low, here's McGee. Nice move. And the layup is good.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Outside, George. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
Southwest. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Shots good by Kennard.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Passes it to Gordon. Stolen by Beverly. A solo fast break. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, Beverly made his name with his defense. I mean, a clever player who uses his quick hands to steal the rock. He also is physical and disruptive.
Gordon. Morris trying to free himself up. And again, Denver no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Misses the 3. The Nuggets trail. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Morris against Rondo. Millsap passes to McGee. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And that one clearly a foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The pass to Kennard. The offensive rebound. Morris outside. Back to Kennard. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Barton. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Murray dishes to Porter. To the inside, Millsap. Great D that time from Batum.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Beverly, stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Millsap passes to Porter. Denver passing it around. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good on the three.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris into the lane. That shot, no good. Murray with it. He kicks to Porter. Three-pointer. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nuggets leading by 3. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Jokic. And there's Gordon, and it's Murray in at the one spot. Leonard, no luck. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. And it's Gordon missing. Pass to Cousins. Poked loose. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Martin from outside. And again, Denver no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Ibaka right side. Shoots over Barton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Extremely well put together in terms of body coordination. Ibaka pump fakes under control, then draws the foul.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Jackson against Murray.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Lob pass to George. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Jokic finds Gordon. Murray outside. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Cousins.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start. coming out of halftime.
Ibaka dishes to George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cousins. That one misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the rejection by Leonard. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's George. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. The Nuggets making a switch here. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers leading by 3. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Mann. This is to George. Over Morris. And it's George missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
They kick it out to Green. Denver passing it around. And that one, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And here's George. He's got 8. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now George, 11 points in the game. The tray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. That ties it up. Dozier's got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Jokic, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jokic has got 8 points.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. And it's George missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
A nice shot by Dozier.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Outside, George. Fires the 3. That shot misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Nuggets on top, up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Rivers passes to McGee. Back to Rivers. It's deflected.
How impressive was that? The little fella, Beverly, extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Rivers. Great positioning on the putback.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Kennard for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Murray surveying the D. All alone. And he nails that one right through the net. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
Bounce pass from Beverly. On the wing, Batum. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. A 3 from Morris. No good on the shot. Denver leading by 4. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slots it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
And the Clippers call time here.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Denver also making some changes. Bol comes in for JaVale McGee. Jokic subbed in for Paul Millsap. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Okay, David, thanks. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nuggets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Clippers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Outside for Murray. Back to Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Leonard with no one around. Sinks the triple.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Murray outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Out left to the wing. Murray against Jackson. Murray dishes the ball. It's good.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
George against Porter. And George, here we go. Wide open look here for Zubac. Great look, but off the mark. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. And Denver also making a switch. Barton is checked in. Now here's Murray. Back to Porter. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. George with no one around. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 5. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense.
Let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Bull in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here are the Trailblazers. Lillard left side. Those three-pointers off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These 2 teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Lillard against Murray. Denver grabs the miss. Pushing it up. Here's Bull. They get it back.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Clock at 6. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. The pass to Bull. The dish now to Barton. Pass to Murray. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Puts it up off the inbound, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
It's blocked. They recover it. Cantor kicks to Lillard, and stolen by Bull. And here comes the break. It's Porter outside. Here's Jokic, and he'll shoot free throw. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard outside. The shot comes out. And Denver the other way now.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Trailblazers trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Cantor. Nails the baby hook.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
It's good.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Murray surveying the D. Barton finds Jokic. Back to Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Back to Lillard from deep three-point range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Hits. Got that one for Nurkic.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. So the wing on the left. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Covington. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Nuggets on top, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with...
I think it comes from the end.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you, numbers-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Anthony is out there with Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Giles in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
To the paint, here's Giles. Takes it from 10. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Gordon with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Portland trailing here. Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Anthony can't hit.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's McGee. Lays it up and banks it in.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Anthony. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morris passes to Millsap. He kicks it to Gordon. Now Morris. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And it's Lillard missing. Denver in the lead. Murray dishes the ball. The kick out to Barton. Buries the long-range jumper. Barton's got 5 points so far.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Powell against Barton. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And here is Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The three. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Murray against Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Nurkic with the double team. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Jokic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Fish. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Murray in at the point.
A rapper off the court, a number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Steps back and fires. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
A focal point of this offense. Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
Shot from 16. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Rivers passes to Murray. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Lillard, the shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. A 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 5. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Jokic with it. Now Covington defending. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he established his position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Simon's in for Damian Lillard. This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Outside Millsap. Passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Lets it fly from 18. And he overshot that one, missing.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Millsap finds Gordon. Back to Millsap. Over Anthony. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Millsap grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Denver also making some changes. Jokic comes in for Bull. And it's Michael Porter in for Gordon. And that one's good. Millsap.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nurkic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago. Was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Kicks it to McCollum. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 10.
Well, sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
The pass to Jokic. Takes the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 8. Pass to Dozier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dozier's got his first points of the game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Nuggets leading by 6. Dishes at the Millsap. Campazzo covered by Lillard. 6 to shoot. Campazzo unable to get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Barton outside. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. Inside. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate. McCollum, unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Pass to Jokic. Over Kansas. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Nurkic with the double team. Murray dishes to Millsap. Misses in close. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Murray penetrating. And there it is for him.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Covington in the corner. Lillard surveying the D. 2 free throws coming. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's good. 2 points.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
And Lillard gets to Covington. Lillard against Murray. And that one's good. Lillard.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Rebounded by McCollum.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor. He doesn't shy away from taking big time shots.
Murray against Lillard, and it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity.
Murray against Lillard. Here is McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
All free throws good from Barton.
Good job. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Porter with the steal. Murray with it. Lillard picks him up. And they go to the intentional foul. He knocks down the clutch free throw. Denver making a switch here. Holes checked in, so he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
McCollum right side. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Murray. And a wide open look for McCollum. Buries the triple.
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guard against the three.
And it's all about the three right here. That's what they need to tie it. 4.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.